Yo, what's up everyone? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Heinchel, bringing you guys another video here today. And for today's topic, guys, I've got a hot take / unpopular opinion that I've more recently developed over the last couple of weeks. And I just want to kind of sit down, chill out, and discuss it with you guys. And I want to get your guys' opinion on it. Now, most people are probably going to disagree with me when I do say what I'm about to say. And, you know, I might even get like people making fun of me, people calling me stupid, people calling me trash at the game. But I mean, it is what it is. You know, I don't really care. We're all humans, guys. If you disagree, that's totally fine. There's no hard feelings. You know, everyone has their own opinion. We all like different things. We all like what we like. We all have different thought processes. So if you do disagree with everything in this video, just at the very least, I ask, just keep it civil. So over the last couple of weeks, you know, during the weekends, I've been playing the Vanguard beta, weekend 1 and weekend 2. This past weekend, I just played the Halo Infinite Flight. I'm going to be playing it again this upcoming weekend. But during the downtime, sort of during the week in between all the betas that have been coming out recently, rather than playing Cold War or Modern Warfare, I've actually been finding myself going back all the way back to 2016 and playing some good old Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, one of the most hated games in the franchise. And I never thought I would say this, but I've actually been having fun and enjoying my experience on Infinite Warfare. So basically, I'm here today to say that Infinite Warfare did not deserve all the shit that it got back in the day, and all the shit that it still gets to this day. We as a community have painted this game to be like the worst in the series, an awful game, you know, and honestly, it's not that. Like, this is genuinely a fun and decent game. Now, I'm not going to say it's one of the best Call of Duties. It's definitely not in the top 5. But, you know, it's not at the very bottom of the list like we all made it out to be back in the day. I would consider this a good game. And in my honest opinion, Infinite Warfare did not get a fair chance at all. And there's a few reasons why, and I'm going to list those right now. So, Infinite Warfare was the 3rd advanced movement game in a row in the COD series. And so by this point, it was kind of already too late to turn back, because as you guys probably most likely know, you know, Call of Duty development is something that literally never stops. It goes on 24/7. You know, I mean, Treyarch is already working on their next game that is most likely set to release in 2023. Infinity Ward has been working on their next game ever since, you know, probably last year. Every time a Call of Duty game is made, after its, you know, 1-year cycle, or, you know, probably even before that with brainstorming, you know, the developing the next Call of Duty game starts immediately. They literally never stop. So by the time that, you know, the developers and Activision had feedback that advanced movement was not something that the community wanted anymore, I mean, it was already too late, because they had already started developing this game right after Ghost, whenever Advanced Warfare and Black Ops 3 were out. It was already too late to go back to making a boots-on-the-ground game. Another reason I feel like this game didn't get a fair chance, but I'm still really glad that it happened, was obviously this game was bundled with Modern Warfare Remastered, or COD 4 Remastered. Now, Modern Warfare Remastered was personally where I spent most of the COD year. Like, I'm gonna be honest, I was one of the people that gave Infinite Warfare so much shit back in the day. I used to just constantly talk bad about the game and say it was the worst and how it was just a knockoff version of Black Ops 3. You know, I'm very guilty of that. Honestly, I am. I used to be one of those people, but I've given it a fair chance recently. And, you know, it's not as bad as I thought, but I personally spent most of my time playing Modern Warfare Remastered. And I feel like most of the community did, because as I recently mentioned, most of the community at this point were tired of advanced movement. They wanted boots on the ground, and that's exactly what MWR was. And not to mention, you know, obviously Modern Warfare, or COD 4, it's one of the most loved COD games of all time. So of course, whenever you hear that coming out, you know, it's either this game, you know, this remaster of a classic game that everyone loved, or a new advanced movement game that no one asked for. You know, what do you think people are going to pick? Obviously, I think most people went with Modern Warfare Remastered. And, you know, that's not to invalidate anyone's opinion. Like, you know, I'm sure there were plenty of people like myself who gave Infinite Warfare a fair chance when the game did first launch, and they played it and they decided they didn't like it. That's totally fine. But, you know, I think there definitely are some people out there who just hated it just because it was a jetpack game, myself included. I mean, this game actually had a lot of things that it did right. You know, it had a lot of really unique weapons being set in the future. They had the freedom to do that. They had, like, you know, ballistic weapons, and they had energy weapons, and they had weapons that would convert from an AR to an SMG, and they even had some that converted from, like, a shotgun to a sniper. Just, you know, they had some pretty neat weapons in this game. And then another thing that I liked that they had was classic weapons. They had their own category. So these were like, you know, the UMP-45 from Modern Warfare 2, the Intervention from Modern Warfare 2. They had a lot of those, a lot of throwback weapons. And what you actually had to do was you actually had to get a classic weapon unlock token, which you only got every, like, other prestige. So like prestige 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9. So this actually gave you incentive to go all the way to, you know, 9th prestige, or, you know, even 10th if you wanted to, since you were already there. And, you know, along with that, this game had plenty of grinds. You had solar camo, you had black sky camo, which you had to get the classic weapons for. So if you wanted black sky, you had to go all the way to 9th prestige, at least. And then, you know, they had black sky camo, which, if you guys don't know, black sky is the equivalent of dark matter from the Black Ops series. But they had black sky camo for all the combat rigs, or specialists, as you might know them from Black Ops 3. You know, there was definitely a lot of stuff to grind for in this game. And then they also had a salvage system, which you could use to unlock certain weapon variants and score streak variants. And they had, I think it was like in this game, if you had the season pass, you just automatically got all the DLC weapons whenever they released, which was definitely cool. But even if you didn't have the season pass, they had it to where you could complete a challenge in order to unlock the DLC weapon. That way you didn't just have to rely on getting it behind a paywall in supply drops. Speaking of supply drops though, you know, like I said, this wasn't the perfect game. There definitely were some bad things about this game. For instance, weapon variants, score streak variants, you could... I mean, you know, without the salvage system, that would have definitely been pay to win. One thing that I really did not like with this game, and this is probably one of my bigger gripes, it might not be a huge deal to most people, but it definitely is to me, because I like to go for big streaks, and, you know, it also kind of ties in with the whole weapon variants bullshit. But they actually do have a nuke in this game called the De-Atomizer Strike. But unfortunately, the only way you can actually earn that is by using very specific weapon variants. So if you wanted to go for a nuke, a actual callable killstreak nuke, you had to have a purple variant of a weapon with the nuclear ability attached to it. Luckily, this system never came back, and I really hope that we never see weapon variants or score streak variants again. They also had specialists and specialist abilities from Black Ops 3 in this game, renamed as combat rigs and payloads. I personally was never a fan of these in neither Black Ops 3 or Black Ops 4, so obviously I didn't like it in Advanced Warfare either. I personally just don't think that, you know, specialists and specialist abilities and specialist weapons, I don't think any of that shit belongs in Call of Duty, because in my opinion, it's just basically kind of a de facto support score streak that everyone gets for free once or twice a game, and it just kind of disrupts the flow of the game, and it just kind of adds a sense of random, and I just don't like it. I've since deleted the videos, but a few years back when this game first came out, I used to make videos just shitting on this game constantly, just doing nothing but being negative about it. And to be fair, I just did not even give it a chance. I was just so fed up with advanced movement games at the time, just like most of the community was, and I just put most of my attention towards Modern Warfare Remastered or past Call of Duty. So anyways, I was wrong. Honestly, I've kind of changed my mind over time, and I genuinely do like this game now, and I've been having a lot of fun with it over the last few weeks. So before I go and end the video, I want to ask you guys, do you guys think that we should see another advanced movement game sometime in the future? Or do you think that we should just abandon the idea altogether and never look back? Me personally, you know, a few weeks ago, I would have said let's never do one again. But after just kind of thinking about it over the last few weeks and, you know, having fun with it, I personally would not mind seeing another advanced movement game sometime in the future. Now, I don't want to see 3 in a row like we did back in 2014, 2015, and 2016, but maybe one every couple of years wouldn't be so bad. You know, I don't think I'm quite ready for one just yet, but maybe in a couple of years, who knows, maybe we'll get a Infinite Warfare 2 or a Black Ops 5 set way in the future. I mean, who knows? Anything's possible when it comes to Call of Duty, I guess. That's pretty much all I wanted to talk about in today's video, guys. This was more of just a laid-back, chill commentary. I just kind of wanted to express my thoughts about Infinite Warfare and all that type of stuff. So, anyways, let me know down in the comments, guys. What did you guys think of Infinite Warfare? Did you guys ever play it? Did you hate it? Did you love it? Do you think we should see another advanced movement game, or do you think we should just forget about it and never look back? Remember to leave a like if you did enjoy the video, and if you didn't enjoy the video, feel free to leave a dislike. There's no hard feelings. And with that being said, that's going to be it, and I will see you guys next time. Peace out, everybody.